What is up, everybody? It's your boy, it's your girl, and this is the Brew podcast. And we are coming to you today on this
Gloomy.
very gloomy, rainy, cold day.
Yeah, it got cold out of nowhere. It was mad high. It was like 80s. Now it's like 54.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck? New York City.
The weather's been like super cold out of nowhere in the last 2 days. Like first I needed the AC in the middle of the night just to like go to sleep.
Blisters
So I don't
on
like
the skin
scratch.
and all types
Yeah.
of shit.
I had like crazy wild blisters on my forearm, and like because I put my arm under the pillow when I sleep on my side. So and now I don't need the AC and everything, and it's like super cold.
My heat blisters are going away too, and I'm like, this is so crazy.
Yeah.
It's weather. I can't wait till it's just consistently summer. But that's what happens in the springtime. Like lately, the last couple of years in the springtime in New York City, it's been like it goes up and down.
Yesterday was type cold too, very very cold.
Yeah.
I was outside yesterday.
Yesterday was getting ready for today.
Yeah, like yo, bro, this weather's been wild with this weather. Like,
Yeah.
be hot and then cold and then I don't even know. It wouldn't even surprise me if this summer we had like cold days. Like if we had 60 in the summer, it wouldn't even surprise me at this point.
That's true.
Because it's like too weird to still be getting like freaking 60s and 55s right now.
We should be well, we are in May. May is kind of a really weird month.
55s?
Like I would say mid-June we should have consistent hot weather. This shouldn't be happening mid-June. If this shit is happening mid-June, we got a problem. May into early June, I kind of get it still because it's like May showers.
But we start getting like it starts getting cold in like August here.
That's crazy. I remember when it was September where it'll start to get cold. It's like
June and July. That's all you got. July.
Make the best of it, kids. Plan out every single day because the heat is not gonna last when it comes. Such a tease.
It's like it's whatever. There's still like a lot of places you could go where there's heat too.
No, but it's different once it's in your backyard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just if you have to do mad effort just to get heat, it's like, bro, shit, might as well just move at that point. If you really like the heat, anyways.
All right.
Oh. So basically, we noticed there was a leak. And I think we might be getting some answers. We noticed there was some... Yeah, so we basically... Yeah. So yeah, we noticed there were some droplets on the floor. So we were checking, like, right before we started the podcast, we were checking. And now, as we're about to get into it, we hear a little beep, beep. And it's more water, but at least this one we can see where it's coming from. The other one, it's like, I don't know.
Still. It wasn't like a drop. It stopped, but...
Yeah, but now it went on that side.
You know what it is? Like, it's because, like, remember that thing that fell in the front of the crib? And, like, my dad doesn't, like, get it fixed. And my dad's real, like, whatever with a lot of things. And then shit like this starts happening and shit. Now we got 3 consistent days of rain coming.
Right.
Like...
Yeah, because the awning probably created some holes.
And then roofs only last about like 10 years. So when was the last time the roof? Yeah, we've not been here for 10 years.
Oh, shit. Yeah, the roof could be outdated.
Yeah, like you might have to get that thing done. Like like, these are one of those things, man, that get me like tight. That I'll be like telling them about all this shit, like. And then, like, normal adults that are just in charge of the crib, they'll, like, just deal with it. They'll call guys and deal with it. I already got to call, like, a electrician to check the grounding for the house because the electricity will be doing all that shit. Yeah, whatever it is, it gotta get better.
Yeah, no, the roof definitely needs to get done before the winter comes again.
Yeah.
So... one of those things, kids. You got a house, you got a property, you got to take care of this shit. This shit is like having a kid, honestly. People don't realize that. Like, having a house is like having a child. It's like having a pet because you always got to make sure everything's on point. Keep it clean. Have repairs done, check the paperwork, check the property real estate paper. Like, you gotta just check everything, your local taxes. I mean, it sound like a grandma, but this is part of it.
When you get a house, get an inspection.
Yeah.
Make sure you pay for the inspection so you save that headache for later.
Yep. But anyways, let's get into it. All
right, man. Couple things going on this week. There's this kid I want to call Bozo the Clown. Have you heard about this?
You've mentioned this person, but not in detail, so I don't really remember.
So let me show you. Like, get your phone and stuff. Go on Instagram, right?
All right.
So basically, this kid like went out and took out like a graffiti legend of New York City.
Oh, I did see this on your story like yesterday. Yeah. Bozo the.
No. Okay, so he took out a legend that's in the graffiti game. Rest in peace to Zexor.
Oh,
he like ragged his shit apparently, right? And so he got beat up. He got beat up when he started doing it. He did it in the skate park or some shit, like the skate park that's in Manhattan and shit.
Okay.
And the one underneath Manhattan Bridge.
Okay.
So he basically went in. He went and took their shit out, and he went and took Zexor's shit out. He ragged it, and then like somebody saw him and they beat him up, and he left. And I think like he came back, trying to look for the guy, and they saw each other, and then they beat him up again because he started doing it and tried to finish it again.
Oh my
and then like they left him with a bloody nose and everything, right? So, and then the craziest thing happened. Like did this like all like transpire? Like no. So let me see where this post is at. Give me a second. But this kid was a real dummy. Okay, so in this, you can see, look. See? Like he's bleeding. He said he's from New York. You would never say that if you're from New York.
You would not.
Nah, he said he's from Soho. Nobody's from Soho.
He's not from here.
Watch out for him jumping. But like watch. Look, he's in a cop car now looking for the guy that beat him up. So he went to the cops after the second time. He went to the cops to snitch. And then the cops couldn't find anybody, so they arrested him. Because he was writing on the wall. And now it's all like, let me see if you can see this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So now, oh, you can't see it. They took it off right now, but one of my boys checked out the park recently, and now there's cops all over the place. They're probably going to clean all that graffiti. There's stuff there for, like, an old time and stuff like that. Now they're going to watch it. Hopefully they watch it for, like, 2 weeks or something, and then they chill out with it.
Yeah.
Because they know this kid was stupid. Like, it's obvious. Like, the world knows, like, type shit what happened with it. You know? Like, and, like, this kid, this is how he wanted to fucking make his imprint into graffiti. He got no homies from New York. He got nobody that can vouch for him. At this point, everybody wants to beat him up just for fun. Like, if you go look at his comments and stuff like that, like, he disabled all the comments. Well, at least it's going in the bag. Yeah.
Leak update. It's going into the garbage bag.
I'm fucking scared about this shit, bro. I be getting scared about these things.
No, it's scary. I'm not gonna front.
So, yeah. So basically, they're like commenting on it, like, "Yo, I'm glad you got beat up," and all kinds of stuff. All the comments have been taken off, even the older photos, everything. This kid was a clown.
This just goes back to the principle that some people feel untouchable in the world. They think that nothing's gonna happen to them. They go to the cops and they say, because I'm perceived a certain way, I'm untouchable. Bitch, no. That same person you think is gonna save you will be like, all right, well, since I got you, I'll just take your ass. Like,
the kid was stupid. He deserved to get his ass beat. He should have went off the first time he got his ass beat. Learned his lesson, but he did it, and then he extended it to so point, and like now everybody hates him to this degree.
People don't realize it don't matter what's happening. This is still New York, and New York will always be New York. You cannot. It doesn't matter what's happening in society or in the current global times. New York will always be New York. You will still get your ass beat in the middle of a fucking world war. Like, it the world war. I can't even say that.
No,
word.
But
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. But this kid was a fucking clown, bro.
But he's stupid for that. Yeah. Like,
fuck this kid.
He obviously did it for clout and all of that. He obviously has mental issues because he did it to.
I mean, bro, I looked at it like this is some like some outer towner kid. Like, trying to fucking claim New York. Probably some rich kid that lives in Soho.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, some trash shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just for a clout. It's attention chasing.
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. So another thing, I told you, right? I was like certified in the streets now.
Yes,
certified
you told
in the
me
streets
yesterday.
as a official. I know my shit on nutrition guy, cause like I was telling one of my homies about some nutrition shit, and then like some like physician and shit came and pressed me. I was like, "Where'd you get your education from?" I was like, "On me, son." I was like, "I did it on me, and that's how I learned." And he was looked at my boy, and he was like, "You're absolutely right." And I was like, "Yeah." He even threw me off guard because I thought he was gonna dub my shit, and my boy me or like whatever. I was gonna go back and forth with this guy and look at other things, but yeah, that was pretty cool moment, man. So I'm certified in the streets. You already know if you need some nutrition advice, holla at me, but you gotta pay.
You know, this is the thing. Like, this is why it's so important to always walk the path of self-mastery, because once you can prove it on yourself, you know what the fuck you're talking about. It doesn't matter. You can go to the top elite doctor. If that doctor hasn't lived that path he's trying to tell you to walk, it don't mean shit because he hasn't experienced it. You have to go through the experience to then help somebody else. There's no way. I don't care if you went to Harvard. Did you go through it? Did you suffer? No? Okay, no. That piece of paper don't mean shit. Don't tell me shit. So good for you. You're certified. That's all you need. That's your diploma. Verbal consent.
Yeah, man. On to the next one. Okay, so John Cena is gonna be in the Fast and Furious 9.
Is he?
Yeah, 9.
Wait, can you educate me on my uneducated ass on why they keep making so many Fast and Furious?
I don't know about that, but that's not that. I don't know about that.
Okay, because I'm gonna have to.
I guess they got this money to do this.
I guess.
Whatever.
Okay.
So John Cena's in the Furious 5, right? Furious 9.
Okay.
And the F9, they call it F9. They don't even say it anymore like that. They just go F9, right? So, basically he's getting canceled now, like, or not canceled. He's not getting canceled. I'm bugging. He's not getting canceled, but basically he did like an ad, right, where he was talking about the movie to the Chinese audience on the Chinese network and stuff, right, talking about the movie, and he mistakenly said that Taiwan is gonna be the first country that can watch F9, and I'm pretty sure he wanted to say like it was a continent or something like that, but he just messed up on it. And
did he mess up on it?
Yeah, because he learned Mandarin and everything. Like, why would you go there and everything just to do that?
Okay.
You know, he said it in Mandarin. That's why everybody's like, he didn't mean to say that. Like, he said the whole.
He messed up.
He said it in Mandarin. His translated to is the first country.
Right.
Maybe he wanted to say continent.
Right.
And then if it messed up, because he said it in Mandarin or whatever, like Chinese language, right?
Yeah.
So. He got a lot of backlash. He had to apologize. He made an apology video to like saying that, you know, like, I apologize for what I said and everything like that. And like, this is John Cena, the American WWE.
So he's getting canceled by the Chinese.
Not really getting canceled. He was told to make an apology.
Yeah, but this is not in America that, you know, they're
Yeah, no, but it's like the Chinese people have so much like the ownership of the WWE, ownership of the Hollywood and stuff like that. So, and they got such a large population that these people, like, they want the money. You know what I'm saying? They want the money for their movie. Like, let's say they're like F9, right? And like, bro, we've seen so many who probably we're not watching it, but they got like millions of people in China, so they could just show it to them, and they love American culture.
Yeah.
And they'll definitely watch whatever like movie their government lets them watch anyway, because they don't get all the movies anyway. So. So if you, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, it's a simple mistake. He's not a native Mandarin speaker, so obviously, you know, let me see. Can I just see?
So, okay.
Real quick, just so I can.
Is that Demi Lovato? Or like Katy Perry?
I don't know. They all look
Is
the
Katy
same
Perry?
to me.
No, yeah.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how they're all doing commercials now to save their asses.
I mean, they gotta make money somehow.
Touched off an international controversy.
Yeah. Okay. So. Very, 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 very.
Late Show has acquired the full apology.
你还有装过就是叫西娜，我做很多采访，很多，所以在一个采访，我有一个错误，所有人问我，如果我可以用中文，速度激情就人给我，所以很多采访，很多我有一个错误，我必须说现在就是很重要。
Yo, this is insane, bro. Bro, this is exactly, as soon as you brought this up, I just got this feeling of it's just like a lot of ass kissing.
Yeah, of course.
Holy moly.
Well,
it's like
it's
all
also
up in
an
the ass
apology.
crack.
It's also an apology too. It's like not just the first ass kiss. It's
Yeah,
like he
that's
has
true.
to ass kiss now too.
He has to ass
Yeah.
kiss, and then regardless,
Because they might not let this dude work.
oh my gosh. And this is...
This John Cena was the American like WWE wrestler, the Marine and shit like that. You know, like John Cena will come out and do that and fucking this, that, like. But then like,
oh my,
to make
honestly,
money, this is what comes down to, man. That's all characters, bro. It's
honestly, wow, this just ruined
what,
my
WWE?
It ruined John Cena for me.
Did you even know about John Cena?
Like that? Yeah.
Just know of him.
I
and shit,
knew
like,
of him
in movies and shit
yeah,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, WWE.
Of course, yeah, he's up
the shorts
there.
below the knees. He used to rap a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll listen to the legendary John Cena a little bit.
Oh,
like from back in the day. But yeah,
I mean, he's too far into the Holly weird game to back out now.
This is the John Cena I remembered. I'm tired of these like
Can we
murderous...
talk about this too after? Because I'm getting sick and tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want a bitch, but we'll do that after.
You know what? No, you know what? We'll end it. Well, do I have... Yeah, I got like one more topic. So, we'll remember, what were we going to bitch about? Yeah, horror movies and shit. Horror movies.
Yeah. Wait, the sound is off.
Oh. This is the John Cena that I remember. This is... the video is called John Cena Rap Battle with Fan.
You see, but even his whole demeanor here is different.
Cena, your stuff is whack. You're just a white boy who thinks he's black. You ain't the real deal. You need to take your butt down to the shelter and get yourself a free meal. And what's the deal with this war in life? You're just a poor white boy with no wife. Oh, Cena, don't cry and pout. Just like Kurt Angle's gonna make you tap out.
Throwback shit.
That freestyle was whack. I couldn't wait for it to end. I got no wife, but you got a boyfriend. What you gonna do? Try to battle with me? Rip you in front of your crew like it didn't happen to me? The difference is...
Okay,
that's what China did to him. Rip you another one like it didn't happen to me. That's funny.
I'm real and you're phony. My style's fat.
That's what China's saying to John Cena now.
This needs to have a China.
Yeah, that's a good meme.
Yeah, it's a good meme.
From both sides of the plate like Eddie Murray. But don't worry, I get straight up in your face. It's John Cena, about to blow the roof off the place. It's no mercy, so don't worry. I'm dirty. I bleed you to your burgundy. What? Yo, you can't hurt me. I physically murder G's. Yo, it's absurd to me. You can't see this with telescopic lenses.
Hey, but...
On them Benzes, you don't think I can rap? You calling me black? What's up with that? Yo, I teach you straight how to act. Yo, this is ill. It's John Cena's committee. You're from Baltimore, but I straight run the city. Down and gritty. Yo,
This is like China rapping to John Cena to me, bro.
hands up. I don't care if you're 4 or 30. What's up?
But you see, like...
China, you gotta get on some memes with this nigga right now. Like,
Bro. Damn, he's so... Oh, God. This is stay out of Hollywood, kids. Please. Because eventually, you're going to have to always be on your knees, okay?
so, okay, yeah, I'm tired of, like, these horror movies. They keep trying to, like, make them, like, somehow more gory. We're already talking about it.
Okay. Go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so like there's just so much of these horror movies they keep dropping. Like I don't even think they're doing numbers like they
Bro,
used
it's
to.
like The Exorcism this, The Devil this, the
And it's like,
nun
dog,
possessed.
the
Like, bro, what
summer's
the
coming.
fuck?
The summer's coming. It's not even Halloween. Like it's like, yo, what's with these horror movies?
Like they're just trying to, cause at one point horror movies were like the thing. But that's because
when they were getting better and better at it, but then
Yeah.
like it just stopped, like it stagnated, and then it just went down.
Bro, at this point, real life is more a horror movie than the fucking like, bro.
No, they just got whack. Like they got whack at how they did their how they shot the movies. It was just like, I mean, it wasn't horror anymore if it was the same thing you've seen in multiple movies and you grew up around
and that's the thing. The story plot, like with horror, you only have one real story plot. It's like the suspense, somebody gets possessed, and then we're like, how many movies about possession can you really make after shit gets played out?
Yeah,
like,
and then also a lot of movies nowadays are putting like, remember the movie from the like they'll put it like references to the times. Like remember in like
they're trying to make
what
it
was
like
it? What was it? Black Panther. They put like, what are those?
Yeah, they're trying to make it relatable to the younger crowd, which doesn't work
But
if
like
you're
relatable to the younger crowd by using like
lingo.
recent lingo or whatever,
Which
like
doesn't make any
the lingo
sense.
that the kids use,
which doesn't make any sense because
it's like, but it has nothing to do with the story. Why you want to make a movie that only applies
if
to
you're
people?
talking about like, first of all, like what was that, Black Panther? Yeah, that's supposedly talking about a pre event, like a event that happened in time in history. Why would what are those be said back in the day? Like it just doesn't make
Not
any
even
sense.
that, and it's like, wouldn't you want your movie to like live on through the years? Like why? And
Right,
like,
that
and just
doesn't
why
make it
put
lived
something
on.
corny like that? And it's like there was nobody in their offices telling them like, yo, this is kind of a bad idea.
It's just not, no, you know what we're seeing? We're seeing that Hollywood, actually the real talent is not in Hollywood because they're obviously their ideas are running dry.
Well, you know what? Yeah, that's what's coming out is that like a lot of the talented people ended up just overdosing or dying or something, right? And then like
they drained them
it's coming
until
out.
they died.
It's coming out that the rest of the people that they got are just
suck.
super dry and everything. You
They
know,
suck. That's why a lot of unsigned artists and independent artists and underground artists are being like, their ideas are always constantly being taken by these bigger brands that have the money because
So apparently, yeah, even I ended up watching some video on that topic, which was that like back in the beginning of like SoundCloud and stuff, like rappers were getting a lot of like views that more than like actually like signed artists.
Yeah.
They were getting more listens on their music and shit like that, making a good amount of money and shit like that, right? So what the labels did, they ended up just doing like their own like label plants in all these SoundCloud spots and just trying to like get that, or just sign any kid that was just popping off. That's how you got the little pumps and stuff like that.
You know what I'm seeing now? I'm seeing a reverse in like trying to make it now. It's gonna have to go back to reverse, like physically. You're gonna have to physically show up. You know what I mean? Like
no, because you know what it is, that like it's hard to like physically doesn't really work, because plus what, are you gonna hand them a fucking CD? Like that's not gonna work either.
No, I'm just talking about being more of yourself. Maybe that's what I'm saying. Like just bringing your authenticity like full force. You have to.
You can, but you know, like that's a lot harder. That's easier said than done.
That's true.
And also a lot of people just don't have that. And then like, and you're still gonna go against the labels that are putting out fake personalities too. You know, they're putting out fake emo kids and shit, like all those type of situations. But whatever, forget about that. Last thing I want to talk about before we end this is like how even prices for some homes are even going up more now. Right. Where like it's just harder to find these homes because people are like just holding on to their cribs and stuff because they're such at a high price. And then again, I just want to go back to, I know I've talked about this before again, but like I just want to go back to it again. Like the kids nowadays, they're not making enough money to be able to like afford a crib, and they're gonna be like renting throughout their whole life.
I was watching you know, I just got this weird,
even everywhere, Texas prices went up, Florida prices, everything went up.
I got this weird feeling to just watch some news this week, like on Thursday or Wednesday while I was working. And they were just talking about the city, just for instance. They were talking about the city and how the numbers of renters are going up, and it's all young kids. And, you know, in terms of realtors that do renting sales, they're really excited because they're stating that their numbers for rentals are going up.
The numbers for rentals are going up, but at the same time, places are offering like trying to get like a month free or 2 months free and stuff coming in too. They're also people are trying to like make deals because of the times right now too. So it's yes, you're filling in the spot, but how much money is coming in,
Right.
and how many people are there and stuff like that.
Right. So, what do you?
Like
It's
you
tricky
got
times,
you
man.
got like nowadays like you have like couples literally just working, two people just to pay rent for one apartment.
Yeah, I know.
And they're not even working on owning it. It's just two people just trying to work, and they just gonna live there. Like,
I
just
know a
because
couple
it's
of
like
people
way
like
too
that.
expensive just
Yeah.
to go even like get a crib and stuff like that. You know, with all the other bills and stuff like that, it's just not even like even somebody that's not splurging, like just somebody that's just doing normal, and they just have to like carry on an average expenditure with for average expenditure total probably would be like 5,000 a month, 3,000 for rent, and then cars and like maybe food and just having a life and shit like that, you know, like
The
it just like
amount of just
you need like
scraps that are being left in this fucking city is crazy. I can't.
yeah, man. And then but also
Oh
it's
my
like one of these
God.
places where it's um like when you go when you check out something like Texas or Florida and stuff,
Yeah.
like I think even the jobs are getting like dried up over there to like, and you know what, let me not even say, let's say they have jobs, like what jobs do they really have, like cashier, like what are we talking here, like what are the real jobs that
It
they got
really
left like
all
that?
depends too on like if you've accumulated any work history whatsoever, and even if you have a slight of anything of a degree to get your foot in the door at least. That's all. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't have any of those two, it's
And then what about the ones that are just getting their degree? So these people are like, so everybody's got to be
So-
holding in their position of their job too, right? Who's gonna leave an
so
opening?
this is where it gets scary. If you already have your degree from like, a couple years ago, you're actually in a very beneficial area right now because you already got your foot in the door somehow and you've already put in work. So
But
you
you
have
got student
history.
debt.
Right. But then moving forward, if you're I just saw it dripping from here. Sorry guys. I just saw it dripping from here. Just letting you know in case it starts dripping more. But if you're just getting your degree now, it's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be very tricky moving forward. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Yeah, like
I
even
really
if you
don't
have
know.
your degree
Even if
now,
have
like
your
you didn't
degree
couldn't
now.
get nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough right now. It's really
How do
tough.
you own something that's like worth hundreds of thousands, and then like if you want to go to a place where something is cheaper, like where are you getting your money from? Like how many people are really gonna be online making bread like that?
Right.
You know, like yeah, a lot of people are online making bread, but a lot of people are actually in work too. And then like how many
Yeah.
people got so many bills to do? It's just insane because we also have inflation now. You know, the
Right.
meat prices and everything of the
Everything's
shit is going up.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like so we're in May, basically June, because this is ending in a couple of days, tomorrow and then Monday. I know I want to check back in September to look at the state of affairs because in September I feel like we're gonna have a general idea of the trends moving forward into 2022.
and and also like people are just staying on unemployment too, and with that, with them staying on unemployment and the prices of everything going up, like how are you supposed to even catch up to
This is the
anything?
problem. In order for in a ideal society, this is not ideal, so this can't apply to now. But in an ideal society, the more productive members of society you have, the more the cash flow can continue. Because cash flow, good cash flow, positive cash flow, is dependent on productivity per head in society. So if most people are inactive, not working, and not producing, but they're just taking from the reserves, and there's only a limited amount of people.
Oh, that's what I was gonna also say. So they'll take the money too, and then they're putting everybody, like, there's a bunch of people too that got money and a bunch of money in Bitcoin or in stocks and everything now.
It's very unbalanced right now. There's no checks and balances.
Nobody has anything like solid that they could actually get some stability
and
from.
that is the problem. So right now, the only thing that I can say is that if you can realize what's going on as we're talking, then you can realize that there's a small margin of opportunity.
You don't got no chicken cooking in there, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it. But there's a small margin of opportunity to figure out the plan. Because even if it's tricky, there's always a thing. There's always a gimmick. There's always a way to fish your way. But you gotta that depends on the individual, and then you have to make it work for you. Because how person A strategizes to move around the current times is gonna be different from person B because you got different skill sets. You could do different shit. You think differently. So, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Unfortunately, not to sound cheesy, but that's where we're at. So you got to figure this shit out.
All right, yeah. So go ahead, go check up on your chicken.
I'm gonna check up on my chicken.
Yeah, man. Yeah, on that note, yeah, it's just everything. The prices of everything, man, is going up. I'm looking at how other people can, like, what are the ways people can succeed and stuff, and it's looking very tricky because of all like the way they're moving their bread around. Also, at the same time, people are not educated on how the system of like getting money loaned to you and then credit, including me, they're not very skilled in that. There's two different types of credit too. There's credit that I know about, like something like where it's like you're spending money on like groceries and you rack up a certain certain amount. There's a type of credit where you buy like little things like groceries and pay your phone bill off, and then there's type of credit where you pay a house off or a car off. There's two different types of credit. So the banks don't look at the type of credit that I know about, which is like paying your groceries and your phone bill off. They actually look at credits for people who rent cars or lease cars or rent homes or have a home and stuff like that. So those two different types of credit that we're never taught about, and most people just work on this one type of credit that doesn't really help you with all the other stuff. But I mean, it's good to have a good credit score, but it's just like we don't know about all these things, and we should educate ourselves on how the system is worked. So at least you could be ahead of the people who can't afford it. So you can at least figure out how to get like basically like, let's say if you try to get like a quote for a loan or something like that from one lender, and you bring it to another lender trying to beat it, then you bring it to another lender trying to beat it, and then you go to another lender trying to beat it, and you try to go as low as you can just to trying to get a loan, and you try to do things properly, like would be the best way just to get a foot ahead of the people who can't afford it, just because if that's the only foot ahead you can actually get out of it.
We should definitely do, I don't know, I'm just throw it out there on camera. We should do a couple of tailored episodes to like how to this, how to that, how to this.
Nah, because the thing is we don't really know about it that much.
Well, I mean, not now. I'm saying, as we learn and evolve.
Nah, because it's like we do the
that's true.
That's mad work.
That
like they gotta do their work too. Like,
that's
there's
true.
people
Never
out
mind,
there
guys.
that put all that information out
that's
there.
True, guys.
So
Never
like
mind.
you really got to get this like like get this info. There's
gotta get that drive, that hunger.
There's a bunch of good people to watch.
That's true.
There's a bunch of bad people to watch too, but just like you gotta really know how to like work your way through the trenches. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why
true.
That's why it's not that easy. Like you just can't really sit and explain to people. And there's people that actually do sit and explain to people,
and then
those
goes
people,
right over their
that's
head.
exactly. So it doesn't even matter if we try to do it because we would just be repeating the same information.
That's
that would
true.
Be so it's like
we'll get it together and look for the information, because that's the one thing that we have. At least we have so much information available. To help us. Maybe too much that people are like, look at it later and take it for granted. So use the information while you still can, because God knows turn into censorship central over here and then you can't find shit no more. Yeah. So do it now.
On that, we're going to end this. Thank you for tuning in. It's the Brew Podcast, and we're out.